Well, here was Steve Ishmael, and what a great senior season he's having. And Steve, we see you and Irv Phillips every week. You're passing people in the record book. What's it like to be putting up these numbers here as your career comes to a close?
It's so cool, man. You know, it's a blessing. Thank the Lord for it. You know, but obviously I'm a full package guy. You know, I really want the wins with it, just to really solidify everything. That's the type of guy I am. But I mean, it's a blessing, and hopefully we just continue. We just keep it going.
The goal is the numbers lead to the wins. We saw Irv last week. He set the school's all-time receptions record, and I guess the way this offense works, things are going so fast, he tied the record one play and broke the record the next play, and I guess that's what it's like now with this offense, right?
Yeah, man. I mean, there's so much opportunities. I feel like the coaches do a great job of scheming, coming up with the schemes that, help us to get open. So I feel like as long as we just continue to buy into their system and just continue to run our routes, do what we have to do, get open, the ball's going to find us, and we're just going to continue making plays and helping the team win.
Yeah, if you have a normal game yourself, you're going to break the old record this week or next week. And you've got Marvin Harrison sitting in front of you on the yardage list. To see a guy like Marvin, who's in the NFL Hall of Fame, and you might break his record, what does that mean?
It means a lot, man. As I said, I grew up a Colts fan, grew up a Marvin Harrison fan. So, it's a blessing just to, be at this school, just being able to, at least being have my name out there to compete with him in this record breaking. So, it's humbling, and I thank the Lord for it. But it's really cool, man. I really looked up to Marvin Harrison growing up. So it's just funny how things works out.
Here's the real question with these records. You only got 2 years in Coach Baber's system. How long do you think these records are going to last? They're going to be gone pretty quick?
Man, I think you just took the words out of my mouth, man. 2 years and everybody's already breaking records. But, I feel like this offense is it's a lot of opportunities, and as I said, Coach Babers does a great job of scheming, coming up with plays to help us get open. So, we have a lot of talented dudes under us. So it's going to be amazing to watch for the next few years.
All right, Steve, you had a touchdown, another nice touchdown catch this past week. Were you dialing the football as a phone after? What was your celebration there?
Hey, man, I really be looking at Antonio Brown. People, I know he came up with the call God thing, and he always used to go like this, is a sign for call God. But I actually dialed the number as a football. So it's something that I thought up. But I just wanted to give glory to God, and that was my main mission at the end of the day.
What's his number? Do you got the phone number? How do you know that? That's a pretty big number.
77777. That's my number that I call God on.
Okay, that'd be a pretty good number to have in your contact list. Eric Dungy had, in my mind, maybe the best game he's ever had, considering what happened at the beginning. He's banged up and dragging himself around. When you see your quarterback do that, what does that do for the team?
It rejuvenates us, man, just to see how tough he was. I felt like I got banged up during the game too, but just seeing how he fought back and came back in the game, it was no questions after that. He's a fighter, man, and the whole entire team have the upright most respect for him. As you just said, he came back in the game and had one of the best games of his career. So, I mean, it just says a lot, man, and just who he is as a person and a player.
Does that make the whole team push a little more, knowing that your quarterback's going to leave it all out there for you?
Most definitely. As I said, he's the leader of the offense. He's the leader of the team. So, just seeing him come back out there and fight like how he did most definitely pushes the team. It just helps us to have that understanding that there's no more excuses. Just looking at what he did, he was the example. So, we're just going to continue to push off of his energy and, hopefully make a bowl game and just continue winning these games.
Now, you've talked about it, Steve. It needs to lead to the wins, and you've had some close wins but some close losses. What do you think needs to happen to get these close losses over the top?
I feel like we just have to continue staying consistent, throughout the game. We just have to have more ups than we do downs, and I feel like we do have a lot of ups, but they have to be higher than our downs, But as I said, man, I'm not a person that likes to question things, it happened, but I feel like we're just going to continue growing stronger as a team, and we're just going to continue learning from this and getting better.
Imagine a guy like Cole with that last kick. Kickers are in the spotlight on that play. How does the team rally around Cole? Because I'm sure he was hurting after that one.
Most definitely. We know that Cole can make that kick any time of the year. As Coach Baber said, it's just a happening. Things happen. It happened. Nothing that we could do. So we're just moving forward from it, and we still love him and trust him.
Back home this week, in the Dome. First time you've been here since the amazing win against Clemson. How nice will it be to be back home here this week?
It's so amazing, man. Just waking up knowing that you're going to play inside the Carrier Dome it's going to be amazing just to be back in front of our fans. You know, feel like we've been away for a long time now. But, you know, it's just going to be great with that energy, you know, having the fans on our side and just having the energy. So it's going to be great competing in the Dome.
Yeah, and in the Dome, Steve, is important because last year when you played Wake Forest, you played them in a hurricane. It was Hurricane Matthew down there. What was that like to play a game in literally the edge of a hurricane?
It was different. It was different. And on top of that, it was cold. So, I mean, to have rain and to be cold at the same time, I mean, that's not fun at all. But, you know, obviously we went out there, we competed, we came up short. But this year we're back in the Dome and we're energized, man. We're ready to go out there and play. All
right, lastly, Steve, what do you see out of this Wake Forest team? They're a team that's had a pretty good year, and much like you, they need another win here to get to bowl eligibility. What stands out about them right now?
Just their physicality. You know, their defense is really good. They're consistent. You know, they've won a lot of games. So, you know, we know that they're a good opponent. We're not going to take them lightly. We're going to go out there and compete with them and, you know, hopefully come out with this win. We know that they're going to play with a chip on their shoulder, but we have a chip on ours as well. So, you know, it's going to be a battle out there, and I'm looking forward to it.
All right, Steve, good luck this week. Keep it going.
Thank you.
That's Steve Ishmael. Matt, let's send it back to you.